The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mostert. Toss left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 26-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now Tua. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back in about the 37-yard line. Chauncey Golston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side to Lamb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. That's who is going to change things up. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
17-0 our score after one.
With the score, Dolphins 17, Cowboys nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott yet again. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 89 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Ready?
They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Prescott on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's second down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target land. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott now. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert down to about the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Tua going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Escapes the defender. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Outright caught by Chosen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
All right, come on. Go to left Zion. Go to left Zion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. On first down, Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
20, TX.
Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Chosen. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down and goal to go.
Tua now on first down. And Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That's good for a Miami.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
46 and 47. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now 2nd and 3. One last shot now for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.